Virgo, my darlings, you are presenting with an incredibly interesting and complex energy. You've been through something unbelievably difficult and complex, and it appears to have changed you forever. It appears that you have really vowed to this new way of living and this new way of being, but it hasn't been easy, and you've been really challenged about what you believe in and what you stand for, where you're going, who you are. The power in you is unfathomable. It seems like you've got a lot of spirit guides or past or loved ones, a lot of archangels surrounding you, so much love in your force field, yeah? Very forceful energy coming from you. Let's dive. Let's really dive. The first thing I'm looking at is the tarantula card. Now, when this card comes up, it talks about a really awkward situation that is hard to navigate through. An awkward kind of elephant in the room energy. So there's always been this elephant in the room with the Virgo I'm connecting with. And it has really made you stand out, different to everyone else. Nine of Pentacles. You have really started to become you. The destined you, who you're really meant to be. You're really finding your faith, your religion. You may have moved country, moved address, moved to a new land, location, set up a home or a shop or a business somewhere very different. You set up life. Yeah, you've traveled somewhere, set up a new life for yourself, and it is just powerful. In this process of darkness, when you are dealing with whatever this awkward thing is, because no one wants to address this elephant in the room, but it's obviously there. And for some reason, I feel like you've just been trying to manage whatever this awkward situation is, but just not speak on it. But it's you. It's a big part of your identity. It's everything you know. It's exactly what you've been going through. It's your heart. It's what makes you happy. It's what brings you wholeness. Looks like you've taken a vow of some kind here. I'm going to look at that. That could be marriage, that could be an oath, that could be something you've done with God, a spiritual journey, that could be a legal trial, a court proceeding, right? But you were under oath when speaking about something. Either way, you've had to have a lot of patience because you've had to go through a rebirth. Some of you, this could be divorce. This could be marriage. This could be counselling. This could be a serious legal issue. Either way, something had to get dealt with and get put to rest. Your belief system, your truth, the relationship you carried with you, what gave you strength, what gave you passion versus what slowed you down and made you feel uncomfortable. You were stuck for a long time with the hangman energy coming out here. And the elk, this is like the father of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. It talks about a stable foundation, a stable home, building the life you want for yourself. It's taken ages for you to get stable ground. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles out. You had to walk away from a father potentially, or a mother, or an ex, or a family. You had to walk away from quite a lot of people. 3 people. It could be a mother, a father, a mother, a brother, a sister, a cousin, an auntie, a friend. You had to go cold turkey and get rid of a lot of energies that stripped away from your passion, your purpose, made you weak, took away from your strength, and made you feel like you weren't victorious. Because you've travelled, you've gone out there, you've lived your life, you've studied, you've done whatever you've done, and your life's changed immensely because of it. And then you've come back into some kind of energy where you're stable and grounded, but these people that have tried to come in with you or come towards you or that you've tried to open up to have just made you imbalanced. So you had to take a risk and kind of walk away from any of those relationships that were toxic and unhealthy. And I think it's something you didn't think you would do, because a lot of these people brought you joy in the past. But you spent a lot of time in hermit mode. And in hermit mode, you really started to learn what you wished for and what you wanted out of life. And you realize a lot of these people around you, no matter how they present, they're cold, they're numb, they're detached, they're not open, they're not integritous, they haven't got the level of intelligence that you do. You can't have a higher level conversation with them about anything intellectual or anything spiritual. It doesn't go anywhere. You can't build with them. There's nowhere to go with these people, and you see that. And the moment you get too close to them again, you feel trapped. You feel like they're holding on to you. You feel like you can't breathe. You feel claustrophobic. You feel like you're juggling that old life versus the new you. And maybe they're asking you for money all the time, taking from you, acting really, really needy. I need this, I need that, It's just always having to give to these people, and you don't ever get anything back from them. So I'm looking at a Virgo who has gone on gone through some real trials and tribulations, gone into this new world, started this new journey, and then been met with resistance from family members from the past, kept pushing through, and now I'm looking at the Empress and the Queen of Wands. That's either both of your energies, or you and somebody else, or who you're becoming. And there's two gorgeous energies of, I know where I'm going now, and I know all sides of me. I know that this is a new beginning for me, and I'm feeling purposeful. I'm filling myself up with self-love. I'm giving myself self-care. I've got people around me that I love, family, friends, others. I've got people who know how to nourish me, treat me with positivity, give me the love I deserve. I know how to be the truest version of me. It's not hard to be me when I'm surrounded by people that genuinely love me, and I haven't got to force or overgive. That over-racing mind that you've had, and that over-exertion, overworking, overeating, overdoing it, over-talking, it's all come from the fear and insecurity and panic and the nervous system that you're running on here. I was just talking fast. The cards just kept coming out. People just kept coming in more and more and more. Really high-paced life you've had for a window of time. And a lot of high-paced toxicity from at least 3 people in your life. 4 I'm getting now as well. 4 people in your life. Really, really full on in your life toxic. And they were family members, friends, really close to you. And it was just a burden all the time. Now that you've shifted energy, you're the Emperor. Now the Emperor is coming out with the Empress, and the Magician's out. And the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, all of these energies are you. I do see a friend with you, but at least one person you can give your heart to, give your truth to, speak to honestly, be integritous with, stand on God with. You have an ally, which is gorgeous. But separate to that, you know that you are 100% on your own. The Emperor, the Magician, the 9 of Pentacles, the Tower moment, the Death card, and the 7 of Swords. With the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, and we're ending with the World. Stay with me, because I don't normally pull so much, but that was a story. If you know tarot, that was a big story. Listen to this. You've gone through all of this. Emperor, Magician, 9 of Pentacles. You've come out with independence. You've powered through. There was a Tower moment that really challenged your authority in business, your potential to be a real power player in the future. A real power player now. Take on a much higher leader position, or get a promotion, take on a higher role. You had to let your old manifestations go, or other people were trying to manifest for you. This will be a great life for you. Do that. Why don't you do this? That's a great life for you. I see you here. That's more you. Everyone's tried to dampen your manifestation and lied to you to try and make you feel like your independence and you going this way on your own isn't right for you. So you had to fight against them and yourself to break free of this. That was curse energy, because they tried to keep you small. Not intentionally, or some of them intentionally. 2 of them intentionally. 2 of them are just unconscious. And they don't know about evolution or studying or going beyond. But some people don't want you to grow because they don't like it. It makes them uncomfortable. They want you to stay small, whilst others don't even know how to grow, so they wouldn't encourage you to do it. Yeah? Following that, crazy cards coming out was the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. Six of Swords, Five of Wands. A lot of heavy stuff you've carried. That's the Tarantula card at the beginning, like I said. Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, toxic. You tried to move away from all of this fucked up stuff in your life. Ten of Swords, that's stabbed in the back 10 times. So much betrayal, so much hurt, so much toxicity, so much fucking with your head and your mind frame. So many people in your thoughts and feelings, you worrying about everyone else you know. Burdened by all of this, and you've tried to move on, move away, get away from it, and all it's done is create more conflict in your life, more stress in your life, more upset, more triggers, more burdens. So you've moved away from it, and you've gone into Ten of Pentacles. You found your happiness, your happy place, but in that moment there's that kind of reminder of, oh my gosh, or these people are not here with me, or I've had to go through all of this to get here, so now I'm in Nine of Swords, I feel guilty. Now I'm in Five of Pentacles, I feel separated from the others. Maybe I should go back and apologise. Maybe I should just check if they're okay. Maybe this, maybe that. But that's not your job. Look at what you've been through. Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, Five of Wands. Toxic. You've been surrounded by so much toxicity and so much lies and betrayal and deceit. Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands, Ten of Wands. All of these people on your arse time and time again, and you still worry about them. And you still worry if you've done the right thing. Should I have stayed and taken more abuse? Should I have stayed and spent more money? Should I have stayed and lived in a shitty situation? Should I have stayed and given up on all of my hopes and dreams? Should I have never manifested the life that I want for me? Should I have stayed back there and never grown up? No. You are in the greatest position you've ever been in your life. And what you do, and what you need to keep doing from this point onwards, is believe in the impossible dream. The Oracle card coming out is Atlantis. It's one of my favourite cards, and it always takes me to the ideologies of mermaids and sirens and banshees and different kinds of mystical witches and dreaming and living in this magical land. I am truly happy in my life, and I am a Virgo. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, may I add. Do let me know what you are in the comments. I am incredibly happy in my life. Stable, grounded, manifested what I want in my life. Working on future manifestations now, but being present and healing past trauma in the now moment, because no one is perfect and no one is immune from struggles or trauma or trials and tribulations that can crop up again and again. But I am still incredibly happy in the now moment in my life because I believed in the impossible. I believed in me. I believed in my manifestation. I believed in my dreams. I trusted in me against incredible odds. Because there were times where I was in Nine of Swords, I was worried. I was in Five of Pentacles, left out in the cold. No one. I was taken from. I was overgiving. I was hurt. I was stabbed in the back. I was lied to. I was betrayed. But I carried on. Because I believe in Atlantis. I believe in Atlantis. I believe in something we can't see. I'm a medium. I'm clairvoyant. Of course I believe in the unseen. But you will get told that you're stupid and you're dumb and your idea is not real and you're an embarrassment to many because you don't behave like them. Sometimes you don't fit in for a reason. Sometimes you don't belong for a reason. Sometimes they make fun of you for a reason. You're not one of them. And thank high heavens that you're not. Because you've gone in your own unique direction and done your own unique thing. And you'll never have to go back and be around anyone again who brings you down, who hurts your heart, who makes you feel less than, who takes from you and takes from you and takes from you, who pretend that they care but they really don't, who show up when it's convenient for them, who use you for their own personal gain, who don't know how to be honest with you and tell you how they really feel, who are happy to watch other people hurt you, talk about you, shit on you, lie to you, tear you down, bully you, be mean to you. No. If there is hurt energy in the atmosphere surrounding these individuals, and they've done it once before, they've done it twice before, they've done it 3 times before, they've done it 4 times before, how many more times are you going to allow it? You've been stabbed in the back 10 swords, 10 of wands. This is too painful. You've been hurting in the past because you've let this go on for so long. Because you felt like you owed this person something. You owed these people something. You owe no one nothing. But you owe yourself the life that you really dream of and why God put you on this earth. You've got to forgive yourself for the trauma and pain. We all go back to the memory of what we went through and why didn't we see at the time that we were being treated badly? Why didn't we see what they were doing to us? Why did we let that carry on? Why didn't we stop talking to them sooner? Why didn't we just let that all go? Why didn't we just leave immediately when things got awkward? Because if we could go back in time with the wisdom and knowledge that we've now accrued, we would never stand for that. We wouldn't let that happen. We would resolve the issue spot on, and we wouldn't keep associating with people with that kind of energy. Full stop. But we don't know that until we're in that, and we're fighting for our lives inside of that. And only then does that force us to change and be more of who we are. Last card coming out as well that I've managed to miss but was sitting here somewhere is the throat chakra. And that is what really comes to me as well. It's about speaking your truth and being in your power and owning every aspect of you. And any time you're in an environment where you can't speak up and be totally you and own how you're feeling, and there's nothing worse than when you have an issue, a fear, an upset, a gripe, a grievance with anyone. It hasn't got to be work, family or friends, and you tell them and they just look at you blankly and they don't respond, they don't say anything. That's a sign. They're not responsive. They're unresponsive to you, to your needs, to your wants, to what you're saying. They're not hearing you. They're not there with you. They're not in support of you. They're not agreeing with you. So you have to be able to go, no, I can see that they are not for me. I can see they don't care. I can see they don't agree. I can see that they stand for that behaviour. If someone has done something against you and you go to someone else for support and they make it clear they are not supporting you, they're actually supporting the other person. Or they don't care, they're staying neutral. But you're truly hurt by what someone else has done to you, that person's already chose where you fit into their life. They've chose and it's not you. And it's easier to act like they haven't chose. It's easier to act like, oh, it's not a big deal. You can get over it, and they didn't speak on the issue. So they can just brush it under the rug and let that go on. But that hurt you. That broke your heart. That made you sad. That made you cry. That put a target on your back. That destroyed your sense of self. That teared you down while you were trying to be vulnerable. Whatever it is, it wasn't okay. But they made it out like it was okay, and that's a normal way to treat people and a normal thing that happens, and we'll just deal with it. No, you don't have to just deal with anything that hurts you. And you don't have to tolerate it, you don't have to look at it, you don't have to see them, you don't have to be around them, you don't have to engage with anyone who co-signs and agrees with that and doesn't stand for you, isn't loyal to you, doesn't have your back, especially if you're the kind of person that would have their back. So there's no regret in this. You're moving forward, you're closing out this old cycle, you're independently in your power, and that's exactly where you're meant to be. Well done, Virgo, for mastering truth in the midst of illusion. You are clearly seeing who you are in the midst of the storm. And once the dust settles and the clouds clear, the liberation and triumph that you are set to experience, is so massive, and it will all make sense in time. So keep being true to you and never give up with what you believe you should do in your heart, because that's what makes you win, okay? Love and light, Virgo. I'll be back soon with more.